You want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You go first, Ben. I'm still trying to work mine out.
I'm Ben. I pretty much just do a bit of everything here. I started in production, moved into order packaging, and now sort of just help out wherever I'm needed.
It's not a job description, but it's good. Oh, what do I do? I'm Gavin. I'm dog's body of the business. I clean up other people's messes. Anything that goes wrong lands on my desk. Don't get paid. Can't have a sick day. Yeah, I got the bum ends of the deal, I think, but I'm the owner.
Probably what, just over a year now, do you think?
It feels longer.
Yeah, probably just over a year, but feels longer. Feels like I'm part of the family.
He is part of the family. He's doing courses with us.
Yeah.
And I have been here. Dad and I built this shed in '94. This is the original shed we're in now. So that makes it 31 years.
That's a long time. I didn't think it was that long.
Ever since I was 10. 5.
The best part's just like all the boys, you know, everyone's just mates with each other. It's a great atmosphere being around here. Most unexpected, that's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know. What do you got?
Well, maybe the most unexpected is to find a group of guys like this.
Obviously finding a group of guys and just, you know, how much Gav just pushes us, you know, doing the course and everything, just how he's constantly just pushing us to be better and better.
Yeah, tough. What was the question?
What's the best part, most unexpected part about working?
Well, I've got no talent, so I'm unemployable, so best stay here. That's the best part. I've found my lane. And the most unexpected is the camaraderie of these young men. I don't have a lot to do with, well, I didn't have a lot to do with generation of 20 plus, but I have to say they're outstanding. And yeah, the way these young guys have stood up and done men's jobs so quickly beyond their years, that was unexpected. I didn't realise I could relent so much responsibility to such capable young guys. That's the most unexpected and awesome part of this business.
I mean, it wasn't really funny for us, but we made fun of the guy doing it. Was when he was making the sugar syrup and we got to tip the big bags of sugar into the big tank, he dropped the actual bag and we had to run and press stop and he had to dig his whole body into the sticky sugar to try and pull the bag in.
Yeah, that's worth it. Who was that?
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah.
Last year. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You deserve that, Mitch.
Yeah.
So what is the, say that again to me?
Funniest or weirdest thing?
I don't know. There's a lot of history pages as I look back. I think one of the weirdest things that happened to me is at the beginning of this business, I ran out of paper and I had a truck coming down the driveway and I had to put an invoice. We might be doing 20 invoices a week, not 20 invoices a day. And I'm scrambling around. I didn't want to hold this truck up, but it needed to leave with an invoice. I went out to the truck and there's a box of papers at the back of his truck. I said, whose is that? He goes, I don't know. So I was able to pick that box up, put it in my printer and print out my invoice and I went with it. The pages were yellow and for the next 2 years, there was so much paper, all my invoices were yellow. That was pretty weird.
What does a typical day at the distillery?
How many days do you come in, mate?
2 at the moment. When I'm not doing uni, it's 3. But it's normally rock up for the 7 o'clock start. We have a bit of a 5-minute chat at the start, sort of see how everyone's night was or weekend if you're coming in on a Monday.
That should be 5 to 7, shouldn't it?
Yeah. It's 5 minutes while we're putting our shoes and socks on and getting ready. And then we'll head into the production room. We'll start making the product, or Cody will start batching for the next one to make. Once there's orders to be packed, we'll head out and pack them. And it's pretty much just a rinse and repeat process every day.
How my day starts? I get up at 4:30. I'm down at the beach at 5. I'm doing a sales course with these boys at the minute, so I hook into that. Do a bit of reading, then I'll go for a run, I'll go to gym. I get here by 8 and I spend from 8 till 12, 1 o'clock here. Then I go look after my mum and dad for the afternoon. I work from their granny flat. So 16 hours a week up here, plus weekends, and then 20 odd hours working from a granny flat, that kind of my rinse and repeat week, just like Ben's.
I'd like to have like a cinnamon scroll type flavour, because they're one of my favourite go-to snacks. We've made them in food tech in high school and I've been hooked on them ever since. So yeah, something along those lines would be pretty yummy for me.
You pay for the label, I'll get it made.
Yeah.
I'll probably have the luxury of making all these flavours, so every flavour that we got here has started with demand. So originally we started with peach and butterscotch, then we went to wet cat, and now we're sitting in a factory of 24 plus flavours. So whatever the market says is what we do. So I don't have the luxury of making my own flavours, I just make what we need.
I'd have to say Maxi. He hasn't done anything troublesome to this point, but he always has that look like there's something going on that he doesn't want people to know about.
Yeah, we haven't worked him out yet.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's normal guilt or recent guilt, but there is guilt on his face. I'd say Broden, just keep him away from liquor, and he's quite well behaved. Give him a few drinks, all bets are off.
Really? Everyone said Ryan.
Yeah, we could say Ryan too.
Yeah, pretty much everyone could probably fit that description.
He'd be on my second place.
Oh, that'd be Broden.
Yeah, Broden.
That would be Broden for sure.
All bets are off Broden, yeah.
He loves to come in when Cody's batching. He goes, oh, let me just taste that, make sure it tastes right. Next thing you know, he's got a couple of mouthfuls down.
Then he's asleep after lunch.
Yeah.
No, I reckon the most sneakiest might be Nick. When you think about Nick, his body's a temple, but I reckon there's a little bit of a maniac behind that. A little bit manic, and he wouldn't tell someone, so he'd really sneak one.
Yeah. Greg.
I don't know if that's... I'm out of the loop. I kind of like that.
Greg's behind Hayden on Mills's desk.
I still don't get it,
Nah.
but I'm glad.
Yeah, you probably don't want to.
What would be something that everyone doesn't get? Well, I'm going to run for government, and this is just a front for that.
Well, I'm not much of a drinker, but if I do, it's probably just any sort of bourbon and Coke.
Yeah, bourbon and Coke for me, and it'd be Booker's.
Probably just the amount of detail that goes into it, especially here. You know, we got to check all the bottles, make sure they're all clean, make sure they're filled up to the right height, make sure the labels are on properly, sitting the right height, the batch goes on properly. You know, the boxes have got to sit right, the sticker's got to get printed onto the box properly. Yeah, it's just a lot of detail that goes into it that I didn't really think about when I see them on the shelves.
It's all good answers next to your boss, mate.
Yeah.
For me, it makes me money.
Ooh. I'm going to say, I've only tried one of them, which was a sour apple, but I'm going to say watermelon. It's got a really nice smell to it, and I think the taste is probably just as good.
You need to drink more, don't you?
Yeah.
Watermelon's a good one.
I'm a bit of a boring person.
If you haven't tried alcohol before, I reckon a good start would be butterscotch because it's very smooth. Wet Cat is a perennial favourite for a lot of people. That's nice and light. And it's a drink that you can drink as well as your own drinking pattern. So it's one of those in-between drinks. And not too alcoholic, so it's not going to get you it's not going to knock you off your feet.